And now it's time for a new nail video. We are on 14. This is the last one of this page. And then I can move on. So it's not quite halfway because there are 31, but it's halfway technically because it's the first page of 2 pages. So I'm getting to this one today. Honestly, this looks very complicated to me. I don't think I'm going to enjoy doing this. I tried to get similar colors. It didn't tell me which colors to get. So I just had to really focus on the colors of the picture. And it looks like it might be a light blue, but this is what I got. Lilacism by Essie. It is actually like a light, really light purple. And then it looks like it's got some black and white, so I got this Expressionist from Revlon, a black and a white, because it's just gonna be for droplets probably. And then it did look like it has a yellow, so I got me a julep yellow. And it looks like it has a red, so I got this pinkish red here. So I am going to attempt this. It says to drag a toothpick across wet polishes for multicolor markings. So I actually just recently watched a YouTube video about something similar, and what she did in the video was go ahead and paint the base color, which I'm going to use this Lilacism because there is much more of the bluish color on the nail than any other. So I'm going to paint this, let it dry, and then paint a wet coat and put the drops on. So this is probably going to be a long, intricate video. I gotta go get me a toothpick, I forgot that. But other than that, I am ready to go. So I guess let's get this party started. I'm gonna go and grab a toothpick real quick. And I think I need a different lighting. The tripod is casting shade. So I will be back shortly and we will get started. See you in a second. Well, funny story, I could not find any toothpicks, so I got a kebab skewer, but it is pointy on the end. I probably have a tool, but I just am too lazy to go look through them. Plus I'll have to clean it. This one, I just got a paper towel to wipe it off, and then I can use it hopefully the whole time because the other end is not pointy. So, now I guess I'm ready. I'm going to start off with my base coat as usual. It is just Sally Hansen hardener. That's it. So let's get this on my nails.
Alright. I think I'm zoomed in too close. Having technical issues here. More like user error. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm having issues.
Now, as I said a second ago, I just recently watched a YouTube video with something similar. It was not at all this multicolor marking thing, but it was smudging up on a couple different colors. So the way that she did it is she let her base coat completely dry and then started with a thicker coat for the second part. So this is what I'm going to use as my base coat. It does not quite match the coloring on the picture, which looks like it could be a light blue or a blue gray, but this was next in line. It is Lilacism by Essie. So I'm just going to put this on as my base color coat because I already have the base coat on, but this is just going to be like the main color. And then after that dries, we will get into all of the hard stuff. So let's get this on my nails. Alright, that coat actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. When I started out, I mean, the formula was just like putting colored water onto my nail. But by using a light touch, I think I normally press pretty hard with the brush, but because this one was so watery, it was so streaky. So by using a light touch, it actually turned out very nicely. Well, now look what I've done. So by using the light touch, I actually think it turned out rather nicely. There is a little streak here and there, but I thought I was gonna have to do mini coats. So I'm just going to let this dry for now, and then I will come back and we will get started. I don't know if this polish is going to work because it is so watery. I don't know. We're just gonna have, this is going to be a major trial and error. There is no other way to put this little tutorial that I'm doing. I mean, it is just complete trial and error. And I do not do anything off of camera. This is me sitting down for the first time. So each nail is just going to probably look completely different as I figure out how to do it. But I have not practiced this at all. So we will start shortly after this dries a little bit and I figure out how to do this. I will be back. Alright, I have my colors and I'm set up here. Now my question is, do I put all the colors together, and if I do, are they going to run into each other and just make one big muddled mess? So this is what I have to overcome, and if I am going to do them all, then I think I chose the wrong black and white. But I don't have any new black, and I think I'm out of new whites as well. So this is the only new black and white pen that I have. This is Nights and Degas. That's not focusing, but it's 310 Nights and Degas, D-E-G-A-S. And it is Nail Art Expressionist. The reddish color that I have is from Sinful Colors. It is Boogie Nights. The next color I have, this is Dawn. It is from Julep. Let me get my Julep thing. Dawn is a Citron Cream. Citron Cream. And then again, I'm going to be using the Lilacism by Essie. So, I honestly have no idea how to start this. But like I said, from watching that one video, I think it's going to be easiest to start with a wet nail. Put this one on here. Now I'm going to open up this one. And I don't think I want to put too much. Put a drop on there. And put a drop of the reddish color. Now my nails are super short, so I don't see how exactly this is going to work. Yeah, this is not looking great, that's for sure. Do a white drop. And a black drop. And now we squiggle again. So that one is a fail. A complete fail on that one. I think I might just leave my autofocus on because gonna be a lot of moving parts. So that one has way too much white. Let's see if I can use the other end to just clean up a little bit. So that one I would call a fail. So I'm just gonna, that was my doing it with my right hand on my left hand, and that did not work. So I don't know how I'm going to get my left hand done, or my right hand done, because my left hand, I'm sure, is going to be even less cooperative. So I don't know why my camera is always doing that. Sorry, guys. Well, I guess I will try to put even more, but I just think my nails are too small for this type of thing. I'm trying to leave a lot of polish so that I have more liquid to work with. That is definitely not what I want to do. But again, this is trial and error. This just seems like a big error. Way too much on there. Way too much. Okay, now trying the black and the white. This is not going well. At all. Alright, here goes nothing. Yeah, my fingers are just way too small for this. I mean, in their picture, even with all the drops and the squiggly lines, you can still see a lot of the base color. And This base color is just not coming through at all because I just have so much other colors and polish on. It's just completely covering up the purplish color. This is not working. But we must persevere and continue. I think this time I'm going to try and put the black and the white first so that the other colors will pop. And now that I'm done with my smallest finger, maybe it will start working a little better. And again, as I said, using the black and white together is also not working to my advantage because I have to screw it and unscrew it, flip it over. So it's a lot of moving parts that are unnecessary, but I'm dealing with it. Well, that's not what I wanted. They're all on top of each other. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Now I just have a big gray mess. Not what I wanted to do, but it is getting more squiggly, I guess, as each one goes on. Sorry, I'm gonna let it focus a little better so that we can get the nails. Is that focus on the nails? I don't know. So that one was a little better, but because I had them all on top of each other, that did not work well. So let's try number 4. See how number 4 goes. I knew this was going to be trouble from the picture. I could totally tell I was not going to be very well at this. Nah. Why is it smearing? Alright, at least that time they're not all on top of each other. But to me, it looks like the purple is not mixing at all. Maybe I'm going to have to put a drop of it as well. See how that works. Well, they all look completely different. None of them look like the picture. But it's getting done and I can move on with my papers. So now I think I'm going to try again, and on this one I'm going to add a drop of the lilacism, the purple, into all of the other colors as well. See if that can help at all. I don't know, but this white is just completely blobbing. Sorry, I forgot to put my phone on quiet. This white is just creating blobs. It's not really creating anything else but blobs. That one completely missed my nail and just went all over my finger. That is not what I'm trying to do here. Sorry this video is so long. It's going to be long. It's not long yet, I don't think. After I edit some things. But I believe it's still going to be long because, I mean, there's no way I can even fast forward. Every nail is completely different. But the picture reminds me of something like from the 80s, like a paintings or something from the 80s. This is just not that. Alright. Here we go with attempt. How am I going to do this? See, my other ones are leaning over. Uh-oh, I'm not in camera. Having issues here. Ha! That is not working either. Well, I'm just gonna have to deal, I guess. I wish I could be a little more messy. Oh wait, it's pretty messy. Just kidding. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Ah! Don't believe I can. A single black and a single white would have been a better choice. If I'm not in camera, I'm sorry, I cannot look up. Having some issues. Sorry. Okay. I'm still not in camera. I'm so sorry, people. These look nothing like the picture. Not a thing. Well, that is one hand done, and I'm definitely going to have to dry before I continue with the next hand, because they are just so globby that every time I move my hand, the whole polish slides to one side and thickens like on the ends. So I'm just going to have to level out my hand and dry before moving on to my last 4 fingers. So there is the pattern so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, every single one is completely different. So I don't know how they all look pretty similar in the picture. This is not turning out for me. But like I said, I need to dry before I can do anything else. So I'll be back shortly. See you in a minute. Well, I'm back. It's only been a couple minutes, but as we all know, I am impatient and do not like to wait. So, they're not moving as much. They are still wet, especially the big globs. But I'm not patient, so I can't just sit here and try. It's not in my nature. So zooming out a little and turning the focus off. All right. Now that I have adjusted everything and not waited long enough, you know, I'm ready to go. So, oh, I got everything shut already. Gotta reopen them all. I will say that even though it's not turning out like the picture, it is still a kind of cool effect. Kind of. It looks muddled. But whatever. Moving on, we've only got 4 fingers left. Let's get it. Why? Oh, I know why. Because it's watery. I'm having a lot of issues with this Essie because it is so watery. I think that it's drying before I can get the other polishes on. And it's glopping before. I again did not turn off my thing. And it is glopping before I can reach my nail because it's just so watery. But it is what it is. I just go with what I got. I'm not too picky on the colors that I use as long as they are somewhat the color that I'm wanting to use. Okay. See what we can do here. Overall, I think that one worked out pretty well. Not too bad. Again, nothing is looking like the picture. But I don't think I could do that even if I tried for hours and hours and hours. That white just smears with everything. I don't know if you guys can even see, but it just totally took over the yellow polish. And I still don't think that the base color is coming through at all on any of these. Made a small mess. And I do have too much on one side. Trying to spread it out. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Next. I had too much on that one. It's way too thick for that little finger. But whatever. Last finger. Last one. I don't know how to do this without smudging everything else. Ah! Seriously, this polish is really irritating me. It is so watery. I'm having some major issues here. My other fingers are smudging everywhere. The white is all over my actual finger. Why are thumbs so hard to do? Maybe if I started with my thumb, that would have been better. But I've always went to pinky. Pinky to thumb, right hand, left hand. It's just what I do. Now, I really like this kebab stick. I used it pretty good, and I used all of the sides. Really, I did. For cleaning, etc. So, I don't think there's any reason to throw it away. I will probably just put this in my utensils pile. But this is my nails. I'm done. Whether they look good or not is another question. But I did it. I, again, am not patient. Don't want to sit and wait to dry. But I'm afraid if I try at all to put any kind of top coat on right now, it will be a huge disaster. So I am going to try my hardest to sit still for like 10 minutes and dry. But I mean, altogether, the my right hand has now dried a little bit more, and it looks pretty cool. I will say that it does not at all look like the picture, but it still looks pretty neat, and they are all completely different. There's no way I could ever get them all to look the same at all. But I'm gonna dry, and then I'm just going to use, actually I might go get my quick dry top coat just because it is so thick, and I'm probably going to need help drying the nail polish. So I was just planning on using this because this is the really cheap Sassy and Chic one, but I think that it would be a better idea to use a quick dry top coat to help me dry all of those. So I think I will get that while I'm drying, and that's what I will apply. But I will be back shortly. I'm going to try my hardest to dry and not be impatient. So I'll be back. And now, it has not been 10 minutes. I seriously am so impatient. It's not funny. But I did touch the last one I did, which is this thumb, and I am fine with how dry it is. So I did go and change out the top coat that I had. I had the really cheapo one, but I really think I'm gonna need help drying all of the layers and all of the blobs that I had. So I did go get my LA Colors Rapid Dry Top Coat. Now this is supposed to you know, help you dry all of the layers as fast as possible. So not only will it be dry to the touch soon, but it should help dry everything. That way if I, like, you know, hit something, it's not gonna leave a big indent in the big glop. I don't know if you guys can even tell like how gloppy it is. It just is so so gloppy because of trying to mix them all together, and I just put a big drop of the color. So now I am just afraid that by tonight or by the morning when I wake up, it's all going to be smushed and not very pretty because of sleeping on it, etc. So hopefully using this rapid dry top coat will help me to dry everything before bedtime. So I'm just going to go ahead and start applying this, and because it is multicolor and gloppy, etc., you want to make sure you have a lot of polish on the brush. Do not try to, you know, dry off the brush or wipe it off onto the bottle. You want to have a big glop of the top coat. Otherwise, you're just going to smear the already smeared looking product. And now that I've got my top coat on, that is the finished product. Let me see if I can get you guys in on the action here. So if you can see, I mean, they are literally all different. Not a single one looks the same. I don't know how anybody can make something like this similar. Yeah, I can't do it. And so this is what I was going for. Can you guys tell? And this is what I got. Not even close. But, I mean, not bad. It still looks like a fancy manicure, etc. It's just not exactly what I was going for because it's not the exact picture, but close enough, I think. So that is my nail video. This is the last page, the last one on this page. So I will be back next time with the other half, which would be 15 through 31, and I think those are like half moon manis, which are coming back, I guess. I guess they were popular and then they weren't. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's what is on the next paper. So that is my nail video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am sorry that it was long and out of camera, I'm sure. I tried my best on this randomness, but I will be back probably next week. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!